farmer, nigga. Been Gucci, nigga. Been Prada, nigga. Been killing you, nigga. Been true with nigga.
It's your transformation trainer, Top Gun Man. You flexing with live and fire.
In the building, so them haters out the word. I'm taking last shot, nigga, like I'm Robert Horry. And I do it for the glory. Dead in 600, started right on door. Put that on my granny, boy, I swear I got a store. And when I finish this,
Alright, man. What's up, man? You already know it's your boy D, aka Mr. Live at 5. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, man, it is not 5 o'clock. But, you know, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. At least that's what they say. But, man, we got a special guest in the building again. You already know. It's your boy Steven. So I'm going to give him a chance to introduce himself properly and just get a little background, you know, where you from, schooling, just whatever you want to intro with, whatever you want us to know, and then we'll just go from there. So, flow is yours.
Okay, cool, man. Like I said, my name is Steven. I'm from San Antonio, Northeast Side. Went to Justin, it's my high school, back many moons ago. But at that time, man, I wasn't too into fitness. I played a little bit of sports in high school. But really after high school, man, I had a condition known as a Chiari Malformation. And it limited a lot of my activities, and I ended up blowing up in my weight. I was almost 400 pounds.
What's that? What?
So, man, the Chiari Malformation?
Yeah.
Man, it comes in a couple of different forms, but in my case, there's some blockage in between your cerebellum and your actual spinal cord.
Okay.
So the nervous system comes out of your spinal cord, and because my cerebellum was being pulled down in there, it was smashing my nervous system. So,
was it like painful? Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
That sounds
yeah. Really, how I found out, man, I broke my finger playing basketball and I couldn't feel it. So that was the first clue that something was going on, man. And it's a neurological thing. So what it does is it kind of, over time, it'll turn you into a vegetable. And then a lot of people, about a third of the people, end up dying from it. But, you know, I was here for a bigger purpose, evidently, man. I had a surgery operated on that to take care of it for me. And that's kind of when, you know, getting back into the gym, you know, kicked off for me, at least the first time.
So, man, I would never got that looking at you. I mean, I seen the picture, you know what I'm saying? But I thought it was just like, okay, it was somebody that just had some weight on them and said, you know what, I didn't had enough and decided to get in the gym. But that's a whole different story of what I thought it was. But what year did you graduate?
2004.
Oh, so you graduated a year after me. I graduated 2003, Sam Houston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was talking to Jason, I was telling him we used to always skip our 7 period to come to Justin's last because y'all got out at 2:20, so we'll skip and come to, but we didn't. They knew we wouldn't belong there. We had uniforms on, you know what I'm saying? They was just like, hey man, y'all got to get off the property. So that's crazy, man. It's a small world. It's a small world, but what was the? I guess was it a choice you had to make? Like, if you didn't get into fitness, like it'll eventually, you know, I don't want to say you'll pass away, but that inevitable will happen.
Yeah, you know, I mean, and that's kind of as real as it was for me. The situation kind of came to, like I said, I was almost 400 pounds. I had pains everywhere, my heart, my neck, my back. I just didn't really know what was going on. And then even, you know, having the surgery on the Chiari Malformation, I was still experiencing a lot of the issues because of that weight. So, you know, it became apparent to me after seeing that a lot of people die from it and they don't really know why or didn't at the time. It just came kind of apparent to me that I had to make some sort of change. So it took me a while to catch some ground at first, to really understand what I had to do to learn how to stick with it, man. But, you know, I guess it was that deeper purpose in there, especially for what I had to do, having kids and everything, man. It, you know, kept me going.
So, as far as like, I mean, I would say motivation, but I mean, it's almost like it's either life or death. So that's enough motivation. You would think that's enough motivation, but like you said, some people has actually passed away from it. So, you know, maybe they didn't, you know, they just probably just gave up. But like, what other things kept you motivated and like continuing to work out? Because you know how sometimes we can get, what's the word? I don't want to say a plateau, but I don't know the word. Like you get to a certain point, you be like, well, I mean, I'm cool.
Right, where everybody gets stagnant. Or
stagnant, yeah. You
know what I mean? Just kind of chill for a little bit. And to be honest, man, you know, even with my own weight loss, there was times where I wasn't losing weight. There was times where I put a few pounds back on. And, you know, a couple of things that always kept me motivated. I always remember my daughter, you know, she was one of the first ones that came up to me and said, Daddy, you're just too big. She tried to give me a hug and her hands was all the way out here. And, but she was also one of the biggest motivators when I was in there. You know, Daddy, you looking good. Daddy, look at your muscles. Daddy, all of this. Daddy, you eating healthy. Helping me stay on top of it and stuff like that. So, you know, that was probably the biggest motivation because it's right in my home. You know, and it's coming from your daughter. You know, I don't know if you got one, but that's another level. You know.
Yeah, I got twins.
Oh,
I got
okay.
I got a boy and a boy and a girl, but yeah, but actually it's kind of reversed because my son is the one that be like, Daddy got like I don't work out, but I got dumbbells, so you know I do some curls. So like if I was to have to help my wife pack something in the house, and then my son would be like, Daddy, you strong like the Hulk, right? And I'd be like, yeah, I beat the Hulk up. Right, you know, but it's just that little thing to be like, you know what? I'm gonna do some curls tonight. Let me go. Right, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, I completely understand. But with the daughter, it is a whole nother level with that because it's like, this is my little princess. Right. So it's that extra energy behind that. So I completely understand. So did you have like as far as friends go, did you have those type of friends in your corner, like, you know, encouraging you, even coming out and like, man, I'll come out and work out with you if that's what it takes, you know? Well,
you know what, man, I did, and that's definitely, like I said, a big part of it. And, you know, of course, the further I went, the more I changed, the more my circle changed. You know, now, you know, most of my circle is other people that do fitness and trainers and all that kind of stuff. But of course, back then, it wasn't, you know, especially coming out of the music world and doing all these other things, you know, it was pretty far away from fitness. So I had one friend, man, she actually had, you know, lost over 100 pounds herself. So she's actually the first one that took me to the gym, you know. She said, hey, look, it's not that hard, you know, you can do this. Look, and you had a workout, and kind of encouraged me and kept encouraging me to go as well. And then I'll never forget my first workout partner, rest in peace, Norman Cooper. He was, we were working a job together, so, you know, we were carpooling. So we would meet at the gym, you know, it was Planet Fitness. We would meet at Planet Fitness every morning before we go into the gym, and he was dedicated to, you know, helping me along in that process. So, you know, lifting weight, I had somebody there with me all the time. Then, you know, I had another guy that was doing promotions for some protein bars and stuff like that. So he helped me out with, you know, hey, here you go. These are some healthy things to eat. So as I kind of, you know, put that out into the universe, hey, I really want to make this change, and kept looking, you know, that network grew, and it changed over too. But that motivation, man, your people in your circle, that's a huge part, man. Yeah,
and that's great that you said that when you change, the people in your circle change, because a lot of people will change, but then they hang around the same people, so they ultimately revert back to their old ways. So, like when I started doing this, it was time out for like partying and stuff like that, because like when I'm partying, I can be doing something toward this. You know, it's kind of like I'm taking away from something, especially if you passionate about it. Like sometimes you don't have that leisure time to be doing other stuff when you can, because it's always somebody that's doing the same thing you're doing, and while you're doing X, Y, and Z, they still focus on that art. So that's how they get ahead of you. Then we wonder why I can't get the big break, or why I can't. Well, that's because you're not taking time to perfect yourself, and that's even with your body. Like I was actually talking about telling myself, I need to transition into like caring more. Like, I mean, I already cut out out food. I can't do out food. Now, even now I speak it. I spoke it like how you said into the universe. If I do eat out food, I get sick. Like so, but because I already put that out there, like I want to make this change, so I can't go back to it because my body's not gonna let me. So yeah, that energy is real big, and the circle, because I mean it's easy to get you know, that one person that be like, oh man, you just you know, it's always one, and that person usually be the closest one to you that you be like, you know what, man, you my nigga, you know, I go and it's always that one. But then sometimes the part of love is that you gotta move them to the side because they not fitting in your plan, and that kind of sucks because you kind of want to bring everybody along. Like I'm pretty sure you like, hey man, you know you don't need to be eating this, and you know, they like, you know, they like, oh man, you know, you know. So it's always that one person. But I mean, ultimately, I always say the greatest motivation is yourself. If you can't motivate yourself to get up and do whatever you got your goal set to do, can't nobody else come and motivate you. I don't think, because it's up to you. I ultimately believe that it's up to you. But the gym, you know, tell everybody the gym that you work out, and then you say you're a fitness trainer. So you know, if they need to holler at you.
Man, it kind of that kind of came together. It was really unplanned, you know, and you know anybody been through a little change in their life knows that some of that stuff that comes with it is unplanned. You know, you never know what direction you're gonna end up in, you know, but if you know, like you said, you're trying to make those positive changes, you got to stick with that route. So essentially, man, what happened is, like I said, you know, I was doing music at the time, so a lot of people in the city knew who I was, you know, so they saw me lose weight. So it kind of happened, you know, right in front of everybody. Every post, every show that I'm at, they see, man, he's losing weight. And it, you know, kind of became a big deal within that community. So I almost couldn't run from it.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere I went, people were asking me, how do you do it? How do you do it? Can you help me? Can you help me? What do I need to do? Do you train? And it literally became, you know, so apparent to me. It just happened so much that it was ridiculous. I had to figure out a way to make it a business and be able to help other people. Number one, because I got a kick out of, you know, seeing other people get these results.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's not always the people in your circle. So whenever you do something like what I feel I did, you know, truly saved my life.
Yeah.
So when you had that kind of gratification and blessing, you know, you want to bless others with it. So I wanted to help these other people. I didn't have too much time for it. I didn't technically know how.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of points I was frustrated because I don't know what to tell you. I just tried to lose weight on my own.
Yeah.
You know, so that's when seeking the actual knowledge came into play, building the actual business, being a real trainer, making sure you safe on other clients and that their form is most important and their safety first. So, I mean, it just kind of, you know, snowball effect, you know, turned into this business just from the amount of people that saw what happened. And you know, like I said, I wanted to be able to feel that need, you know. So now we've got my website, we do our online coaching, I do private apps, so everybody gets a personalized meal plan. You get your own workout. If you never worked out a day in your life, it's great for you still, because each exercise comes with a video demonstration. You can see what you need to do. Okay. I'm going to tell you exactly what to eat, how much of it to eat, and when to eat it. So there's no mistaking in what you need to do. So that's kind of what I do to help the masses. But people that are right local in the city, you can come train with me one-on-one. You know, we do, and I call it the transformation trainer, because it's not just about working you out. It's about your health. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's about conditioning, your endurance. It's about making sure that you're protecting your body and just being better off and more healthy and fit living. So we take care of, you know, 360, your eating habits, any supplement recommendations for you, and then of course the training itself.
Well, I think I came to realize that it's a big difference between being healthy. Well, let me ask you this: is it a difference between being healthy and being in shape? I don't know if I said that right. Like as far as like people they work out, but their eating habits are still bad. So really, they're inside, they not healthy inside, but they look the look. You know.
Right. So okay, that's a really good point to bring up, man, because especially with us males, man, we love
it's
working
the image.
out.
It's the image.
You know, we love working out. You know, you can take almost any guy, bring them in the gym, and they love. All right, I got that. Feeling good. You know, you might hurt the first couple of days, but after that, you're gonna be feeling young again. They love to work out, but it's the eating. You know what I mean? It's what you put inside your body. You know, people talk about brain food and talk about reading things in literature. Yes, that helps you, you know, be smarter and more intellectual and learn those type of things. But actual brain food is the same food as stomach food. Yeah. You know, you're literally made of what you're eating. So all of these products that are not real food, they're food-like products. You get them in a box, you get them in a corner store, you get them baked, fried, and all this other unconventional ways that you can't really find food in nature. Those things don't process well in your body, and they create cancers, they create illnesses, and of course they create extra weight and unhealthiness. Now most people, they can't really achieve the look without being healthy on the inside. Yeah. Some people can, but most people can't. Most people they'll work out all day and night, but if you're not eating right, you know, especially after 30 years old, it's not gonna look the same. You know, the youngsters, they have metabolism sometimes, you know, they can get away with that for a little bit, but it catches up.
Damn youngsters. I would regret not working out in my 20s. Because I was in the metabolism. So I'm like, man, I'm cool. And then my wife, that pregnancy weight is real. Like when my wife got pregnant, like I was just like, oh.
Right.
I swear we ate Popeyes for like a week straight.
Right.
And then next thing you know, I'm like, she like, baby, you getting a little belly. I'm like, that shit gonna go away. I work at a warehouse. It'll go away. Nah, it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, and see what happens, man, and look, you know, when your body is saying, okay, you working in a warehouse, you're probably working 12-hour shifts. You know, so you moving most of that time. Your body gets so accustomed to that it asks you for the type of calories that you need to stay where you are. You know, it's a habit. Your body wants to stay right at that weight right there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And have those habits. And then the other side of that is addiction. When you say Popeyes, the sodium and stuff like that is what you're really addicted to in those things. So it's not even I want Popeyes, it's I'm addicted to it, and I need that satisfied craving.
That's crazy. Satisfied. That's crazy because you can like not even want it, but you like, I gotta have it.
I gotta have it, right? And that's and that's the part where it really comes into, man, knowing the difference. Because if you don't know that, a lot of people say, I have to have my this or I have to have my that. And what you really saying is, you know, you're addicted to this and you need to find something else that can substitute, that can kind of, you know, be a healthier version to get you there, man. But it can be tough, man. It's not always easy.
Yeah. Well, luckily I got away from the fast food. Luckily I got away from that. I think if I'm addicted to anything, it would be ice cream. It would be ice cream. But it's not just like any ice cream. It's like Bluebell banana pudding ice cream. That's like my week. And now I've gone like 2 or 3 weeks without it. I have. But it's like because it's only because I didn't go to that store. I guess the store around the corner that I know has it. Yeah. So if I don't go to that store, I can avoid going to HEB. I don't want to go in the store. I can avoid going into Walmart. But that corner store, it's so convenient. You get the gas. You can go, you know. Right, so it's like, I go ahead and grab it. And then it's like 2 for $6. So I'll be like,
I just get a couple for the next day too. You know.
So I get like banana pudding, and then I'll be like, I get a strawberry too. Yeah. So that's how I got. And then my wife be like, do you eat those in one night? I'm like, yeah, it's a pint. Like, it's not even big. Oh, you're doing too much. So I was like, all right, well, I just eat half today, and then I eat half today. Yeah, but I'm going to eat it. It's going to go down.
Well, and see, okay, so 2 things for that. 2 things I'm going to say real quick, man. One,
2.
it's a couple of things that you can do for that, man. So, you know, with ice cream, man, you said a lot of people love it, man. But you said banana pudding ice cream, man, and that made me think. Do you like actual bananas?
Yeah, I eat bananas.
Take the bananas and freeze them, and when they freeze like an ice cream type of consistency. You know what I mean? And it'll taste like the banana pudding because it's bananas.
I never thought about that.
You know what I mean? Now, it's not the most healthy thing in the world, but it's a lot
It's a
healthier
start.
than that ice cream.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
It'll
what I'm
keep
talking
you
about?
from the ice cream.
Right, it'll keep you from the ice cream. And then that's carbs that are complex, that take longer to break down in your body, so they burn as they break it down. And those are sugars that are complex, they raw sugars, so your body actually needs those. So now I'm not saying that you should have a big bowl of that at night, you know, you should have some issues. But doing it that way is a hell of a lot better than actually going to Bluebell and indulging. Now the other side to that is, and I do recommend this for my clients as well, if you can cut it down to one thing like that, you gotta have your ice cream. Well, have your ice cream once a week.
Okay.
Get your diet right
indulging.
during the week and indulge. Have your whole little pint on Saturday. You know what I mean? And then the rest of the week go back. You know, because it tears two birds with one stone. You turn it into a reward. I had a whole good week. I'm finna have my ice cream. You have your ice cream. What that also does within your body is your body says, man, we're not eating like this no more. So it kicks it into overdrive. So it helps it burn it off a lot quicker too, if you do it that way.
Oh,
If
okay.
you do them every couple of days,
Nah.
it ain't gonna work. So it's methods to the madness too, man. But like I said, you have to understand that kind of knowledge or understand how that plays a part. And you know, Bluebell ain't gonna tell you.
Nah.
Popeye show ain't gonna tell you.
Nah.
You know, none of these people, no Walmart ain't gonna tell you. None of them are gonna tell you what's in your best interest to eat. They gonna say, hey, we got this big old portion for super cheap. Come on and get it.
$2 on sale.
It's on sale. Hey, we got to buy one get one. And it's right here by the front of the aisle. Go ahead and pick you up too.
Only how I wouldn't get it is if my wife was in there with me. She'd be like, we don't need that. We don't need that. And I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
but if I'm by myself,
it's going
it's a
down.
wrap. I'm gonna get it. I ain't gonna even say nothing. It's just gonna be in the freezer. She's just gonna
It's
come
just
on.
gonna be in
I'm
there.
just gonna be eating. She'll be like, when did you get ice cream? The other day when I went to when I got some gas. So I told you don't get it at the stove when we was together. So okay, I see. I'd be like, wow, my bad. I just had to have it. Like I said, that gas station, man.
Right.
The gas station, and they got the big old sign.
Look, come on and get it. Yeah.
And it's right by the Gatorade. And
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's not about, you know what I'm saying, being perfect, you know what I mean, or being, you know, so strict with this that you just not having any fun and enjoying yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what it is about is, you know, that portion control, you know what I mean, and understanding when you can have it, when it's good for your body to do these type of things. You know what I'm saying? So if you work it like that, anything that's super carbs like that, a whole bunch of carbs, you know, that's your favorites and you got to have it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're working out, have it right before you work out that one day a week. Have it right before
Burn
you
it
do
right off?
legs. You'll burn it off while you're working legs. You know what I mean? With the right workout, because it'll actually work as a pre-workout. It'll give you a quick insulin spike. Your energy will be up while you're in there. If you use it, it'll help you burn it off. So there's certain ways, man. I went into this and, you know, starting off, you gotta be perfect with your diet. You gotta be perfect. It's just not realistic, you know. You find healthy ways to do it, and when all else fails, you got to have what you got to have it. That one time.
Yeah. That one time. Gotta
time.
throw that in there. That one time. So, as far as like, I know right now I'm getting into the whole, the water, drinking more water. So, I got this group or channel that I follow on Instagram. It's called like Vegan Tube. So every day they post like, here goes 7 things you can eat healthy in the morning besides eating this.
Right.
And then, but the main thing they talk about a lot is water. Like when you wake up in the morning, first thing you should do is drink some water. But they say warm water. Does it make a difference if it's warm or cold? Because like the first 4 hours of my day when I go to work, I'm drinking water.
Right.
Pretty much I'm drinking water throughout the day, but then like on my break I get like a lemonade. That'll just wake me up. But I'm drinking water still. Even when I finish the lemonade, I'm drinking the water. So does it matter if it's like warm or not?
Yeah. So not so much. Okay. There's little differences within your body, but not a whole lot.
Okay.
You know, really cold water, your body has to heat it up, so it takes longer to work, but it makes your metabolism go up because your metabolism is heating up to heat the water up in there. Warm water kind of goes faster through your system.
Oh, okay.
But like you said, you know, water is like, man, if you look at, you know, the earth being almost 80% water, your body being almost 80% water, you have to keep filtering water. Truth be told, flushing that water will solve a lot of your problems. You know what I mean? Because you're kicking everything out of your system constantly, versus letting it sit in there or plugging it or having something stop you up. You keep that machine flowing. Keep regular. So keeping that fresh water in your system, man, is really, really important, man.
Do you drink a specific water? Cause I'm like in love with Fiji. For me, Fiji? I can taste the difference when I'm drinking Fiji, and if I was to get a different water, I can taste the difference. But Fiji's is expensive.
Right, a little bit extra.
So sometimes I can't do it, so I'll be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and get. We got like a pack of like, we'll get like Orzaka or something like that. Mm-hmm. But then I seen the tests that them people be doing with the water thing. So I try to alkaline. That's the word I was looking for. I try to get the one with the best alkaline, but I mean I'm pretty much just going off of what somebody say. I don't really know if this has alkaline in it or not. Like I'm not an alkaline expert.
Yeah, you ain't do the test.
Yeah, I ain't do the test myself. So
is it pH balance?
Yeah. So, but it just, I guess mentally, when I'm drinking it, I feel it. I feel like, man, that was a good bottle of water. But if I was to drink like Dasani, I can taste. It's like I can taste the minerals.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
see,
you're right.
I be like,
you're right. Yeah.
I can't not drink.
That's actually been a part of a big discussion with some of those because of what they put in them. I like Ozarka because it's spring water. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have a lot of that in there. Mm-hmm. But besides that, you know, just get your water in. You know, like I said, you keep flushing your water. Sometimes people get the wrong idea. They think, you know, if I drink too much water, it's gonna bloat me up. Nah, drink your water. You know what I mean? Let it flush you. The more that the body has those signals that it has water in it, the more that it's gonna flush out. Okay. So that's a pretty simple process.
Is it a certain amount? Like I know some people say a gallon a day.
Gallon a day is a general rule of thumb. You know what I mean? That's what's funny is, you know, get most people coming that don't do it that's first started. That gallon is tremendous amount. You know, they're like, how in the world do you drink a gallon a day? You know, but I've been up to
because after a while, water 3.
Right. Yeah.
See,
you
that's
know what I mean. So when you know, and that's just a little bit different. You know, doing contest prep and stuff. But
okay.
But yeah, man. That, like you said, that water really is life, bro. That can cure a lot of what's ailing you just by, you know, keeping that in you.
I've been I've had before, but more now than ever, been looking like those Dr. Sebi videos. So I know he talks a lot about. That's my first taste of saying about eating fruit, drinking water, plant-based stuff like that. He got his own little. I want to say a shake or a smoothie, but it's like you juicing. Pretty much you juicing, and it's like you juice for 2 weeks, flush your body out, or however long you want to do it. And I was like, man, I just want to try it because it's like, okay, I've eaten all the meat I can eat. You know what I'm saying? I cut the pork out. I don't really eat seafood. You know, I do like fish, but I just want to try just to see what's the, you know, because I don't think it could do no harm. Right. You know, right. I mean, if somebody's telling you to
juice cleanse, man, that's cool too. You know what I mean? Just to cleanse your system, give your system some time to to let some stuff filter and give your stomach a rest. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all, man. Getting in there and getting a quick. I know a lot of people that's done the cleanses as well. What I try to do, with my meal plans and with my clients is make it as practical as possible. I want you to be able to shop at your regular grocery store and pick up stuff that's not foreign to you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a whole bunch of instruction to cook. The more you do it, the more you get into it. If you're a chef and you want to get fancy with it, hey, all the better. But just breaking it down to the basics so it can be practical for people. You tell them to cook stuff they can't pronounce. That's what I gotta do to be healthy. Yeah. Oh, you can forget that.
Right. What is, like, when I first heard kale, I'm like,
right,
what the hell is this?
Quinoa? What is it?
And my sister was the first one that like I seen it. I heard it, but I seen it because she had got it, and I was like, what is this? I'm supposed to be healthy. I was like,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Look like a new lettuce. Is that
that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's just lettuce.
Right. And like I said, a lot of that stuff you learn and it's great for you and it expands you. You learn more. But I like to keep it basic for my clients starting out so that they can find that medium, find their place. Anybody can find a tube of ground turkey.
Yeah.
Some chicken breast, some brown rice. Some broccoli or asparagus. You can find those things anywhere. So that's how I like to keep it nice and simple, man. At least to start for clients and even for myself. That way you got easy go-tos. You don't have to make it hard on yourself. Part of it is, like we said, changing that relationship.
Yeah.
We got stuff that we love in food, but you don't have to love eating all the time. You know what I mean? It don't have to be a love thing. It don't have to be, this meal is doing this for my soul. You might need to find something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just understanding that, man, that people, it's expensive to eat healthy. Nah, I don't have to be. It can be very practical price. Like I said, a packet of chicken breast, a tube of ground turkey, and some veggies is not too expensive.
So
Get
with
small avocados, you'll be
with
all
the
right.
meal prep, you said, right? Meal prep. What you base that off of 5 days?
Oh well, no, I'm sorry. I do the plans for them.
Okay.
I don't actually have the time, man, or the manpower yet to do the actual preps because that's a lot of time. You know what I mean, per client.
Well, for yourself, do you?
Oh yeah.
So you do it for a 5 day week?
No,
or you do it your 7?
No. So no, I do neither, brother.
Okay, because I've seen people go crazy. They be having stacks of food. Like, all right, I'm prepped for the week. I'm like,
right.
Golly, that's all you gonna eat?
Looks good. Looks good in the picture till Wednesday rolls around or Thursday, and that chicken smell like funky chicken. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be good long, and a lot of us go past this rule anyway. But it's not supposed to be good longer than 3 days in the refrigerator. So. I like to do twice a week, you know what I mean, for my own cooking.
Okay.
And then, that just works better for me. Sometimes if I got time, I'll do them fresh that day, early in the morning, and get them for the day.
Okay.
But, I always, man, you always got to have them with me.
So you bake your chicken, right?
Shoot, man, I either do it outside on the grill or use like the former grill on it.
Oh, okay. I had I don't know if you heard of it, the little air bake thing.
Right. Air fryer?
Yeah, air fryer. Right. Oh, man. That thing is, I was broke, but that thing does miracles, man. We got that. Our oven was kind of like, hey, man, what's up, man?
When you coming back?
Yeah. I'd be like, what we eating today? What? You could put a whole turkey or a Harnish hen, I think.
Yeah.
You can put it in there frozen. You can put it in there frozen. It'll defrost it, and then it'd be on point. I was like, man, and I was broke. I'm like, man, we need another one. Because, we bake all our meats, unless it's like the ground. We do the ground turkey. Me and my mom actually does it when she make tacos. She uses the ground turkey. So, me and my wife, so I was like, hey, my mom used the ground turkey. It's not really that bad of a difference. And so we started using that because the beef I always feel like it's just sitting right there, and then I be
Right.
like, oh man, golly, and then you're trying to move, but I don't feel heavy after we eat the ground turkey, and then of course the kids, my daughter she don't even eat meat really, like she'll eat corn, green beans, all that stuff, but put some meat on there, she'd be like, I don't want the meat. So I'd be like, just get one piece of chicken. So she'll like I cut it up and she'll eat one piece of chicken, like you said, boom, I ate it. I'd be like,
Most kids the
I'm not gonna
opposite.
force you. My son, he'll do it. He'll eat it, but it depends on what it is. They picky, man. I'm telling you, man, if you ever want to get disappointed by cooking, cook for some kids, you put that food on the table, they can be like, I don't want this. You be like, man, I just stood 2 hours in that kitchen.
Look, see this me on the contrary, man. That's one problem I cannot relate to, okay? I tell my clients the same thing. I say, your kids should eat what you eat. They be like, my kids picky eater. I said, how? I don't understand. My kid tell me I don't want to eat that. I say, okay, well, you eating it tonight?
Yeah.
And there goes dinner. You know what I mean? It's just, we all got little preferences and certain things, it's okay to get away with. But having a healthy, balanced meal is not one of them. You're going to have that. Because, part of it starts that young in the house. Getting healthy ain't something we supposed to do as adults. It's supposed to be a way of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Living unhealthy is supposed to be the bad thing, not the go-to. So, you know what I mean? Like
we start off
eating bad. Everything out the bag, everything in a
man,
plastic box.
I'm 30. Let me go ahead and
right. Let me. My heart's starting to hurt. Let me go ahead and crank up the treadmill. You know what I mean? So and a lot of times that's how it ends up being. I mean, it was for me.
Yeah.
But because of that struggle that I had, I lost 200 pounds. Bro, with that, because of that struggle, I don't want my kids to ever have to go through it. So I constantly educate them on how to eat healthy. We have our cheat meals together so that they can see that, hey, I'm not a robot. It's not nothing crazy. It's not nothing you can't do. I'm not nothing different than you. We have our meals and then we have our healthy foods and are conscious of it all the time. It's funny how some of these sweet drinks, the sugar-free one tastes almost as good as the sugar one.
Yeah.
And if you give them that, they won't notice. And then stuff like Kool-Aid, you control how much sugar you put in that.
I'm
just
glad
that
you don't even want to.
most of us, we throw the cup out, the measuring cup out.
I ain't measured in a minute. I measure like this. And then I'm
right. That ain't
that's
thick
cool.
enough. Right. Yeah. So, it's little stuff like that, man, that have these kids coming up in the same way or having the same expectations. I remember when I was young, the expectation was to eat the whole plate and get all the way full. Well, that's not, even though that's economically, responsible,
Yeah.
Fiscally responsible, that's taking care of the money, but that's not necessarily healthy. You don't need to be poking belly out full after you ate.
Yeah.
And if the portion is a little big for you, you darn sure don't need to stuff yourself to eat the whole thing, as long as you're having a balanced meal. So stuff like that, man, you educate them on that right away, man, or at least I feel. That's what I tell my clients. It's expensive for me to buy this for me, and then I gotta buy them. Everybody's on the planet. The whole house needs to be healthy.
All right, so before I let you go, is it any key points you want to hit as far as like exercising, eating, just go ahead and drop your information, your website and all that stuff. You can go ahead and just use this time and get it in.
Okay, cool, man. Well, thanks for having me again. You know what I'm saying? Live at 5.
No problem.
I'm saying anytime you need, you might have to have you come out there and film some of these workouts.
Yeah, man.
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Before we leave, I let everybody know. See, y'all be slacking, man. Everybody's getting these shirts, man. We about to be in here.
That's what's up.
Exclusive Lifestyles. Holla at my boy Jason at Exclusive Lifestyle. If y'all need a shirt, he gonna handle you. He'll get you in and out real quick.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, he did the Top Gun tees as well, man.
Okay, yeah. See, man, y'all better start connecting and networking.
Yeah, well, you know, man, if I can leave with any impression on anybody, man, is just to. It's not about quick dieting, you know. It's not about, you know, show and tell or being fancy, man. It's just about healthy living. You know, help yourself. You think with more clarity. You have more energy to do the stuff that you need to do. You live longer. You live well. Put you in a better mood. Just eating right, getting in your exercise. I do basic meal plans, and we do personalized ones as well. So, like I said, everything is customized for my clients, man. Come see us at topgunfitness.us, Instagram at topgunfitmab. I'm sure you'll post it.
Yeah, I got you.
Video, so you know, y'all come check us out. Like I said, we do the online challenges as well as the in-person and small groups, man. So, like I said, if I could say anything, man, in my 200 pounds of weight loss, to add to the ball game, man, is believe in yourself. You know what I mean? If you're trying to make that transition, that change, and you don't know where to start, believe in yourself, you know, and get rid of the first thing you need to get rid of is the stuff that you know is unhealthy. You know, and you don't have to be a health coach to know that drinking a 3-liter of soda every day is unhealthy. You know, or having that ice cream every day is unhealthy. So, or having fried chicken every day is unhealthy. So it's certain stuff that we know. Cut those things first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And get active and drink your water. So doing those things alone will see some significant changes for you. But if you need anything customized or personalized for you, you know who to hit up, man.
Yeah.
Top Gun Fit Mav, your transformation trainer.
Yeah. So with that said, another interview in the books. You are my fifth interview, and I've had 5 good ones. So I've been on the money picking my people who to interview.
Oh, really?
You my first fitness interview.
Okay.
So that's a big one. I thought about adding some more stuff to the back of the shirt, but I was like, the time is crazy. So yeah. So man, if to all y'all that's watching, man, go ahead and I'm just going up on YouTube ASAP. So the video will be posted Monday. Part 2 will be on Tuesday. And go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment, man. I ain't ashamed of no criticism, as long as it's positive criticism. You know, if you want me to ask different type of questions, I don't write no questions down. This was all freestyle, you know, off the top, just a conversation, you know. So with that being said, this is Live at 5 Studios, and we are signing out.
Whoa.